Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the traveling crafter, and I am once again on location. When you see this, I will be back home, safe and sound, but I thought we would do, well, truth be told, the projects that I had, they're cutting down trees outside of the Airbnb. Well, that's fun. But truth be told, the projects that I brought with me that I thought I would do videos on, I've done. So I have come up with a few additional ones to kind of play with, and one of them is working with circles. So that is what we are going to do today. I have a very precarious setup. I've already knocked it over once. But anyway, I have very few circle punches with me. I have a 2-inch punch, a 1 1/8, and I think I have a smaller one that I'm not using today. But what you will need are some circle punches. Where am I going to put these? Right here. You will need some glue. You will, if you have them, need some eyelets. I've got some buttons, some embroidery floss, some paper clips, and I'm just going to show you a few different things that you can do with circles. And I will tell you that my inspo for a couple of them was from Lolly at Lollipalooza, and I had a chance to get to watch some videos, and she had one on eyelets. I think she had 2 on eyelets, but I watched one of them and I liked what she was up to, so I decided to have a little play with it. And here's what we are aspiring to. I do have this little book ring that my friend Carrie gave me with all of these little things on it. These were cut out of something else, so I just stuck them on there. But this is what I have determined and deciphered that I'm going to be traveling with as far as storage for little things and bits and bobs. So that is there. We are going to create some circle tabs. So this is just really simple. It is just 2 circles glued together halfway. We are going to make a paper clip. We are going to create just a little tab with an eyelet on it here. And we're going to create this cute little button. This is a Lolly inspo, as well as this one, which, let me tell you, I don't have any dangles and bits and bobs like that, so we're just improvising, okay? I found 2 buttons. No, 3 beads, not buttons. So that's what we're going to create today. So let's do it. Let's do this thing. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is make paper clips. So the paper clip is pretty easy. Why did I do this? Oh, I wanted to show you. This is just book page, and I punched out a couple of those because if you want to sturdy it up a bit, just get some scratch paper and put it in between, and that will kind of give you a little more robust it will make it a more robust tag. Jiminy Christmas. And then we're going to make, I'm trying to decide which one I want. Let's do that. I've already kind of made one. We'll use this as a backing and go with that. So we'll use this as the front side so you guys can see it. So all you're going to do is cut your circles, whatever shape. These happen to be 2-inch. I'm not going to show you how to punch. But then what Lolly did is she made some of these to put the paper clip on. So all she did was fold her piece of paper just like I did over, and then punched it out. Here, I'll show you on this side. There we go. So then she just went about halfway to what would be the center point and made a bunch of these. That's all you're going to do. Fold a piece of paper in half and cut it halfway. So what we need to do is have something for this paper clip to attach to in between. And what we're going to do is put this halfway down and we're going to glue it on. Now, I also do not have any small paper clips, so it's on my list of travel crafts supplies that I need to replenish. So we're gonna make do with what we have. So all I'm gonna do, and I am going to use the Fabrifix because I think it will hold on my, come on now. It will hold my paper clip on. However, what I do have as an alternative, if you would rather, and I'll show you in a second, is just some of that med tape. So it doesn't, there we go. It doesn't really matter what you use, as long as that paper clip does not has the ability to not move. Let me see. I've got some med tape in here. I'm going to hold that down for a second. And you can also, oh, what did I do? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Take this, rip a little piece off. Oh gosh. This is some real strong med tape. And you could put it on like that, and that will keep it from moving too. Either way, I can guarantee you this isn't going to move anywhere. And then we'll glue this side. And what you want is that opening so that you can, when this is glued on, you can just slide that paper clip in. Now, I didn't think about this. That's okay. It'll work that way. Making it slide in the, and you can decide if you want it to slide in the top or if you want it to slide in on the side. Totally up to you, but if you're doing it for a certain project, you might want to think about that before you start excuse me, gluing your pieces together. And here you go. You're just going to glue that on and make sure it's kind of even. And if you want, you can clip it, which I might do just so I can move on to the next one. And I'm just going to use these sewing clips and glue them all, or hold them all together, just so I can move on to the next one. Then you let that dry, and then what you end up with is something like this. Now, let's say that you wanted to have it be permanent on a page. You can do what I did initially, and these are a little bit thinner pieces. But all I did was took two pieces, trying to get the right ones, there we go, and I simply, I'm going to glue these with just the Elmer's. They don't have really a direction, so they're fine. I just glued, I mean, this would be a great mass make if you wanted to do some of these in advance and have them ready for projects. Come on. Glue issues. There we go. And I just glued halfway and popped it together. And now, once that dries, which Elmer's is wet glue, so it's going to take a little bit, then I can slide it right on to my piece, similar to, which one of these is like that? There we go. Similar to this one. Jiminy Christmas. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. There you go. So you just do that and then glue it right on wherever you want it. Top, bottom, etc. So that is one other way that you can do that if you don't want to use the paper clips. So this is what the one we just did will end up looking like. This is one like this that I slid on, and then I added the eyelet into it, which we're going to use in a second. Let's do one on, oh, do I have something that will match? This little piece of paper is not very thick. And I don't think I want a big one, or maybe I do. I guess we could make it as a tab like that, so it's like the tag top. Let's do that. And with this one, we're just gonna glue this one as well, right on there. I think I feel like I need a little bit of, I'm trying not to move the table. The table is a little, it's a very nice table, but it is a little wobbly. And right before I filmed this, I knocked over the whole boom with my camera on it. That was fun. Let's see, let's use, we're gonna use this tacky glue. It's almost gone. I've been using it up this week. All right, so I just wanna see that that's going straight up and down. It takes me a second with this glue. My apologies. And I gotta remember not to shake it on the table. Ooh. I'm just gonna do all of that. And then I'm gonna lay it. Make sure that's down right. About where I want it. Holy moly. And then I'm gonna do the same for this. And this one gosh, you put it down for 2 seconds and all the glue, it moves fast when you're not using it. When you wanna use it, not so much. All right, and then we're just gonna place that right on top. And now we have a tab topper. Pretty easy, right? Now I'm gonna wait for that to dry a second. Let's take this one off. This one is now done like it is. We can put some eyelets in it in a second, but we're gonna wait till this one dries now. I'm just gonna stick that on there before we put the eyelets on. And now we have a cute little tab topper. Okay. Let's use one of these and make another tab similar to this one. Now this one is different in that, and I loved what she did. So here's what it looks like on this side. Cute on both sides. So she just took a button as a stopper, if you will. She placed her eyelet. She used a piece of, I think she used cording, but all I had is embroidery floss. And then she put her little dangles on. Again, all I had is this boring white bead, and I just stuck a bulb pin on there so you could kind of see what we could do with it. So we're going to put on one of these. I kind of like this one. It's already made. It's already been glued together. Let's do that. So I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue on either side and slide that on there, perhaps. Oh, I didn't get quite. Where's my paper towel? I got a little too far down there, and it's Elmer's, so it squishes out. I think we should be able to still, I'm just gonna pop that on there so I can do the eyelet. Because this is already dry up here, we shouldn't have a problem. And I do have to use the large eyelets because that's what I have here. And what color shall we use? Shall we use, let's see, we need 4 of them for our button. So let's just use black. That'll make it pop a little bit. So we're just going to stick that in there. Maybe. Trying to be gentle. And set the eyelet. And then this one is ready to rock and roll. There we go. And then we can add something cute to it later on and decorate all of this. Put our little dangles on it. Okay. Now, let's do this one where it's right through the edge. I want a small one, I think. Let's see what I got for a punch. I don't want to have to punch any more out because that would take up too much time, but let's see what we got here. Those are just white. That's not anything exciting. Red. Well, we'll just use the words. And I think for the sake of this one, because this paper is not quite as... By the way, I would not recommend using Elmer's if you don't have to, but it's what I have handy. So I'm going for it. And this one, let's see, where's the other one? The other one's at the top, so let's make this on this side. And again, we're gonna do the same thing. We'll do this one first. Put this one on, this will be the back. Can't get much easier than this. This is a 5-minute craft for sure. I mean, all you're doing is punching out, come on now, there we go. Punching out your circles and then adding them to whatever you wish to add them to. We'll add this one. I cannot wait till this glue. I say that every time I'm on the road and I'm using this tacky glue. I do not like it. It says this one is supposed to be quick dry. It's really not. Not that much. Okay. We're gonna let that sit for a second. And then we're gonna use this button and we are going to use I thought I had a yellow one in there. What happened to that? Maybe it wasn't yellow. I don't know. We'll use a copper one. Just mix it up a bit. And then how about we use... It's going to be really, really big. This is what we're going to need for that. We're going to need a bulb pin, a button that's threaded through some cording or string or whatever you've got. Some charms would be perfect, but I don't have any. An eyelet and a bulb pin. All right. Let's go ahead while that is drying and... Ooh, you know what I don't have is some string for this one. Let's see if I have some. Now, in this circumstance, I did not have a punch that was large enough. The small one looked funny, for example. Here you go. This one looked really goofy. That doesn't look like a button. So I had this glue, and it had a big enough base that I thought it would work. And so I just used that, traced around it, and cut it out. So my circle's not that great. Okay. That's all there is to it. You're just punching that together, and then we're gonna punch holes in it. Now on this one, I could, if I wanted, add a little dangle. I am not going to. We're gonna leave that just how it is. And here, I don't think I have a black bulb pin, but we'll put that on. Maybe when I get home, I'll add a little charm and a jump ring. But we got options, right? You just get the gist of it. All right. Super easy, super simple. Thank you, Lolly. So now we have all of those done. I don't know that we're going to use these. I'm trying to get organized. Here we go. Let's see. All right, we're going to let you sit a little bit longer. We're going to... There's that yellow one. Oh, no. I knew I had a yellow one. We'll use the yellow one on that one. Just to add a little color. And then we still have... We do have the white. Which one should we use? Black, probably, huh? Okay. All we're going to do is punch this in kind of in the center. Well, you don't have to do it in the center. You can do it anywhere you want. Actually, let's do it here. Let's just do... Nah, I want it in the center. So it's halfway on the card and halfway not. And we're just going to pop this in there. And this is also going to help this, it's going to set it really nicely too. So you've got extra reassurance. Set that eyelet. She does have a video too on how to set the perfect eyelet. Now, all you're gonna do is you're going to thread your button. I just already did this in advance because nobody wants to watch that. Although it went in, it was like lickety split with no problems. Of course, that was because I was not on camera. You know the drill. And then we're going to thread this through here. And we're gonna, so that's gonna hold it. And doesn't that look cute on that side? I think it does, indeedy. Now, I'm gonna use some of this maybe for my other, for my button. Oh gosh, that cardstock is not wanting to lay down there. It wants to buckle. Hang on. Let's just do that. Hope you guys are having a great day. I have had a lovely, let's see, 3 days of just truly just crafting and kind of a little bit of a retreat reset, if you will. That's at least what I'm calling it in my mind. And I needed that. I needed to just be working on some things, not have much of a plan. It ended up, now this is probably not how I would do it if I were at home, but I'm working with what I got. Now I'm gonna leave that small enough so that when I have a lighter that I can, kind of, I say sear, but that's really not the word. Get the edges a little bit better so that they're not fraying, then I will do that. If you have free check, that works. I mean, this is not very pretty. I probably will end up doing it over when I get home, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So there you have it. Okay. We're just going to use, the rest of this blue embroidery floss. And when I did this, I totally eyeballed it. I'm sure that you could be more accurate in punching your holes, but we're winging it. So all I did is kind of went up here, and I thought, okay, that looks about right. And then, okay, I better do this down here and right there. They're definitely not even, but you know what? Perfection is not what we're going for here. And there we go. You got your button. Cute, just like that. If you don't want to put eyelets in it, don't. No one says you need to, but we're going to because that's what Lolly did. So it's been kind of nice. I've been able to watch a few. I haven't got to watch tons of videos. I've watched a couple movies while I was sitting here crafting. And got a little creative with, okay, what can I work on? I realized with just a little bit of panic that I am going to be traveling for a long extended trip. When I say long, like 10 days, out of state in July. And, you know, we could do this like, let's do it. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up too much. And which made me then think, okay, Angela, you probably need to get on it with some extra videos and just have them ready. So if you're watching this or any of the other videos, you probably already know I do a lot of my recording in advance, and I do that so that I can bring you new videos every day, but still do so in a way that I can stay ahead, not get stressed out. And this one I'm going to just do in a knot, I think, just for the fun of it. And I don't care if these spray. I think that will be kind of cute. So in case you're wondering if you're new to the channel, that's how I roll. All right, there we go. Ideal color for this? No, not really, but hey, it's what I got. So really, really simple projects working with your, working with circles, and kind of a relaxing little project too. So we've got lots of things that we can do with these. Should we add a little eyelet to this one before we go? Did I add? Oh yeah, I did. Let's do the copper one. Now this one I got to make sure my hello, what do you call that thing? Paper clip is down at the bottom. You wouldn't want to punch into that. And we'll just go kind of at an angle. And this one I did pretty close to the edge. I will be coming back with another video. I'll try to make sure that this one posts before the next one. And we're going to use some what are they called? Paint instruction books. And they're very large pages. And I know a lot of times I get the question of, what do you do with those oversized book pages and how do you use them? And so I thought I would show you what I started playing with for a couple of reasons. So that's coming up. You won't want to miss it. Very fun, very easy, with just a few easy supplies. So I hope you enjoyed that. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I really love that you've taken the time to watch the video and to comment and like and subscribe. It means a ton to me and does really make a difference, I promise you. And until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.